What is going on, you guys? It's Tech with Rose here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing which iPad works best for you. This is going to be a late 2024, early 2025 iPad buying guide, okay? So yeah, let's get started. But as always, before we do talk about today's topic, I always shout out the growth in every single video. So the last video, which was done 2 weeks ago, which is going crazy by the way, it's about the 2024 MacBook Pro. That video is still going, it's still growing, and I'm exceptionally proud of you guys. But I do want to shout out once again, that video we had around 50 subscribers. We are now at 77 subscribers. It's really you guys. Shout out to you guys. You guys are supporting me so early on, and I appreciate the support. To jump from 50 to 77 in 2 weeks is something I did not think was possible, and it's all because of you guys. So shout out to you guys. If you're new to this channel, please, you know the drill already. I'm sure this isn't your first YouTube video. Like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts. I am very interactive. If you need all the proof, go to all of my videos. I reply to almost every comment. So please, I am here. Like, comment, subscribe, support me, and I will bring the content that you guys want and need, okay? So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as of right now, we have 4 iterations of the iPad lineup. Of course, we have the iPad Pro that's available in 13 and 11 inches. We have the iPad Air, also available in 13 and 11 inches. We do have just the base entry iPad, and we also have a new version, which is the 2024 iPad mini. So that the last iPad mini was the iPad mini 6 that came out in 2021. So it took 3 years for them to create its twin, because it's really, we'll get into that. But the iPad mini 7 is also available this year as well, and there has been lots of interest around which iPad works best for you. Do you need a Pro? Do you just need an entry level? What kind of work do you do? Which iPad works best for me? Is what iPad can handle my daily activities and how I utilize the iPad. So this is what we're gonna answer today. We're gonna get into the specs of it all. We're gonna get into pricing. Maybe pricing will alter your decision. We're gonna get into whether you want something that feels like a laptop or something as portable as an iPad mini. We will get into all of that today. So let's get started. And of course, I would never talk about a tech if I can't bring in my personal flavor for it. I am an owner of a iPad Pro 11 inches. This is actually a iPad that carries the M1 chip. So this is 2021. So I'm also going to be doing this video as a way to convince myself in some fashion. Do I need an upgrade? Do I need a new iPad Pro? Am I looking for something different? Yeah, let's see. This video will give me answers and you answers as well. So we're going to get started with the entry-level iPad. As you can see on the screen, this iPad starts at $349, and it comes in 2 storage sizes. You're gonna have 64 gigs and you're going to have, I believe, 256 gigs. So they kind of skipped the 128 gigs altogether. You're either going to have the option of getting the 64 gig at $349 or 256 at basically $500. And the reason why I started with this iPad is because this is the only iPad that don't support Apple Pencil Pro. So I wanted to get this out of the way because this is the only iPad that is really different from the others in terms of Apple Pencil compatibility. So with this iPad, you're going to get, as you see on the screen, 4 different colors. You're going to get the white, yellow, pink, and blue. This is the entry-level iPad, and it doesn't support Apple Pencil Pro. You get the Apple Pencil first generation as well as the USB Type-C Apple Pencil. Now, who does the iPad entry level works for? For me, honestly, I believe this iPad is for someone who doesn't need all the power of an iPad, but still want an iPad. And this will be your typical kid. Yeah, for me, if you want to gift your kid an iPad for the holiday, maybe for school, that basically does all of the functions of an iPad just at a less power, less performance, it is still a really great deal. You can have a 5-year-old to 12-year-old with an iPad, and they only really need 64 gigs, to be honest. And to have 64 gigs, an iPad at $349, I believe that is an absolute deal. The colors are very vibrant. These colors tailor to any kid. They have a plethora of options to choose and to style the iPad as well, because you do have keyboards that do support that iPad also. And if kids are into art or into just planning and you want to kind of get them into the flow of planning, that iPad is still capable enough to use planning apps such as Notion, Good Notes with the Apple Pencil as well. You can have them kind of start their planning journey in their academics or just their artistic skills. You have the Apple Pencil that's going to help them as well. So I would really tailor this iPad to a user who is kind of new to the iPad game. I would tailor it to customers who want to get an iPad but for the fraction of a price. They don't really need to do a lot of crazy edits such as Final Cut Pro. So this would be an iPad, for me, in my opinion, that I would give to a young scholar, a young student, basically, elementary or middle school, who is starting off trying to get into technology, trying to get into better planning. This is an iPad that will work for them. So the next iPad we're going to talk about is the 2024 iPad Mini 7. So this is going to be basically almost similar to the iPad Mini 6. What is different, however, is they did bump the storage. So you're going to start off with 128 gigs at $499. Then you have 256 gigs at $599. Topped off with 512 gigs at $799. You do get 4 colors this year, which is Space Gray, Blue, Purple, and Starlight. And with this iPad, of course, it is tailored to use Apple Intelligence. Of course, we all know Apple Intelligence is still in its early stages, so that really wouldn't be the selling point here. But I believe that the major upgrade is you do get the A17 Pro chip, which was in the iPhone 15 Pro, and you do get that storage bump for this iPad as well. So once again, who is the iPad Mini tailored for? Honestly, the biggest selling point for this iPad Mini is portability. And I got to be honest, I have been considering purchasing the iPad Mini for myself. And the reason why is because I really want to get back into having a device that is not my cell phone, but something that is going to make me want to use a portable device, if that makes sense. For example, I don't have a Kindle, but I am interested in reading books, and I feel like this iPad Mini would actually make me want to open it up and read a book off of this device. I don't like holding my phone too often, and I use my phone a lot for a lot of things, so I'm interested in getting a device that's going to kind of separate my phone usage but also make me want to use a separate device strictly for planning purposes and reading purposes as well. I don't like to use the planner on my iPhone, and sometimes I find that my iPad Pro, which is, even though it's only 11 inches, it's still big enough for me to carry as well, because I do have the keyboard for my iPad Pro as well. So I don't want to be bringing that iPad around, and then I have to have the keyboard, and you know, for all of that, I might as well just stick with my MacBook Pro. But I have been interested into getting something portable, and when this iPad was announced, I was like, this is a sign. But to be clear, if you do have the iPad mini 6, this is not really an upgrade that is necessary for you. I don't have an iPad mini at all, so even though I'm considering it, I'm kind of validated in my feelings. But for me, I honestly believe that although there is a performance bump and a spec bump, you're still not getting 120 hertz. This iPad mini is still 100. It's still not 100. It's still 60 hertz. The brightness is still at, and somehow my camera cut off. The battery died. But yeah, I still remember what I was saying. It's really not much of an upgrade from the iPad mini 6. So if you don't mind, probably you want to trade it in, sure. If you want to trade in your mini 6 for the 7 and the money works for you, sure. But if you're looking to just purchase it full price and you have an iPad mini 6, I wouldn't really recommend that. But all in all, this iPad is still a great addition. One of the things I do see is people expect this iPad mini to kind of work like an iPad Pro, and I believe that this device is not really tailored for that. For all of that, save more, save longer, and get an iPad Pro. For what this iPad mini is, I think the price suits it very well. For me, I would use this mini as basically a portable travel buddy. Whether you're on a flight or in a car on a road trip and you want to just have something that's portable but bigger than your phone and you want to just read, I think that's where this device really fits in. So if you're interested in the iPad mini, let me know how you feel. Let me know how you think this would work in your ecosystem of devices. Next on our list is the iPad Air. Now, of course, this is going to come in two sizes, the 11-inch and the 13-inch. You have the 11-inch starting at $599 and the 13-inch starting at $799. Your four colors is going to be similar to the iPad mini, so it's going to be space gray, blue, purple, and starlight. And this is starting out with 128 gigs at $599, 256 at $699. Based on the sizes, those prices will change as well. But you're also going to get 512 at $899, and this goes all the way up to a terabyte of storage. You're also going to get your option of Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi plus cellular. That's going to be in every model as well. One thing I forgot to mention, the base iPad does have Wi-Fi 6, but everything else have Wi-Fi 6E. So that's why I started to go with the iPad entry level first. That's another difference from the rest of the iPads. But yeah, this iPad Air comes in two sizes. You're gonna get many options for storage, colors as well. It is compatible with the Apple Pencil Pro as well as the Apple Pencil USB-C. You can have the option to get your keyboard as well. And one of the difference with this iPad Air this year is it do feature the M2 iPad chip. So you will get the M2 chip, which is powerful than my current iPad right now. So same question, what is the iPad Air and who is it tailored to? For me, the iPad Air should be tailored to people who want an iPad Pro but may not have the extra funds to pay for it. This iPad is very much capable of doing everything you need for an iPad with all of the accessories needed at just a lower price than the iPad Pro. You get the same options of sizes. You get your option between 11-inch, 13-inch, and to be honest, it is still compatible with all of the Apple Pencils the iPad Pro will get. It is compatible with the keyboards similar to the iPad Pro, just at a fraction of the price. You do have more color options than the iPad Pro currently this year, and it's gonna work the same, to be honest. The price on this iPad Air is really reasonable in my opinion. This iPad is tailored to any student, tailored to anyone that's into content creation. You have the ability to edit your videos on this iPad. You have the ability to use what's that? I forgot. It's not coming to me right now. But basically, when you have the multiple apps open, Stage. I forgot the name. But you know. Write in the comments. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But this iPad is very capable of doing everything you need within the iPad this year. And the M2 chip is not a slouch. It is still powerful in 2024. You're gonna get that support for Apple Intelligence as well. And the only reason you need the last device we're going to talk about, if you simply just want all of the power and you have all of the money to spend, that's the only reason we will discuss the next device. But if you are looking for an iPad, the iPad Air for me is going to be the perfect solution for you in terms of price, in terms of style, in terms of storage. It has everything you need in the iPad, and if you want the last device, it's really just your personal choice if you want to just spend more money or not. So we're gonna get right into that device right now. So last but not certainly least, we have the iPad Pro. This iPad Pro is featuring the latest and greatest M4 chip. It starts with the 11-inch starting at $999 and the 13-inch at $1,299. You're only getting two colors with this iPad Pro, which is space black and silver. And the storage starts at 256 from $999, 512 gigs from $1199, 1 terabyte at $1599, and 2 terabytes, which is basically going into the MacBook pricing area of $1999. You do have the option of the standard glass for the display or the nano texture if you elect to go for the 1 terabyte storage or the 2 terabyte storage. Of course, you have the most upgraded Wi-Fi 6E, and this is compatible with only the Magic iPad Pro keyboard, which you can only get for this iPad Pro specifically because it's brand new. It's going to have the function keys and everything, and you do get the Apple Pencil Pro as well as the USB-C storage. So this is the big brother, the main attraction, the ultimate iPad, as you can see by the title, is the iPad Pro. This is what you're going to get. This is the most expensive iPad you can get currently, but you are getting a lot of power with this iPad. And of course, we're going to answer the question, who is this iPad tailored for? To be honest, if you are looking for a device that works closest to a MacBook, but you still want the portability and not kind of want to bring a keyboard around, if you don't want to, the iPad Pro is your choice. You have the iPad Pro, which of course connects to the Magic Keyboard, but you can still carry around the iPad Pro without the keyboard as well. And if you have that Apple Pencil with you, this will be your ultimate portable device. Not like the iPad mini, because of course the iPad mini fits in your pocket, but in terms of portability of it being an iPad, this would be the ultimate machine. If you have the money to spend for an iPad Pro, by all means, go ahead. As I mentioned before, I am an owner of an iPad Pro. I have the M1 11-inch iPad Pro, and this has been working like a machine for me since 2021. To bring my personal adage to this device, I've had this machine in 2021, and this iPad Pro carried me throughout my entire master's education. I didn't have a laptop. As you know, I just purchased my MacBook Pro this year, 2024. So this iPad Pro M1 stuck with me from 2021 all the way to 2024. And I was able to get through my master's program just off of this iPad alone. And that included creating projects, PowerPoints, slides, capstone projects, doing exams, all on this iPad Pro. So I do understand this. The iPad Pro is a powerful machine, and I would honestly recommend this machine if maybe you don't want a laptop right now, but you do want something that's powerful from Apple. This is the machine that I would recommend. If you have the coins for it, by all means, treat yourself to a great machine. So that will be it for today's video. I hope this video helps. I hope it helps you narrow down your choice as to what iPad you're looking for. To be honest, I would say, for my personal take, I am looking to purchase a new iPad. I don't need to purchase a new iPad. The M1 iPad Pro is still working great for me, and it is tailored for Apple Intelligence whenever that gets a power boost or whatever. But for me, I will honestly say I am thinking about purchasing an iPad mini just because it looks like a really good device. But I'm also patient as well. So I am hoping and praying that there is an upgrade to where the iPad mini 8 next year, we'll see. Hopefully it gets 120 hertz and just overall a better device. I think that would be my dream next purchase for a iPad. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in with this channel. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Grow with me. Let's grow this channel together. And once again, peace and love. Oh, before I go, I'm going to link my holiday tech advice on my holiday video on the devices I think you should buy for the holidays. That's going to be at the end of this video. It should be popping up right now. But anyways, peace and love.